Join me as I review SETI space agencies.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trucker That Board Games. Today, I'm going to be doing a full review of SETI space agencies. I am going to go through the spoilers at the very end, which I will go through the aliens, which ones I like the best, and so on. After I give my rating, I will then go through the aliens to let you know. Me personally, I don't really care to know. And in fact, as I said in my review video or my unboxing, I think that if you play, I would just learn. I would learn the aliens before you play because the problem is if you're gonna learn the aliens as you're playing, the game's already a long game. So if you're gonna learn aliens, now you're turning a 3.5 hour game, a 3 hour game into a 4 hour game. So it's not a big deal. I would just learn the aliens, still mix them up. That's what I would do. I would still put them in. If even if you know which two you're gonna play, mix them up, place them down face down, so you don't know is gonna unlock first. And honestly, if you don't play this game enough, I don't think you're gonna really strategize to the aliens. I don't know. That's just me. I've played it. I've played SETI a couple few times now. Um, and I don't really strategize that much for the aliens. I just kind of do it works best or what's in your best interest. So at the time. So with this expansion, the big thing is going to be your space agency. You're going to get to pick one of these. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 of them. There is like 4 starting ones. I am going to go over these. But you're going to basically pick one of these. You're going to get 2 dealt to you. You're going to pick one. You're going to get 3 of these starting cards. And these are like the preludes, which I will go over these in a second. But you'll get to pick 2 of these. And then you're going to combine all your resources. And you're going to skip the first round of the game, which was the boring part of the game. And you're basically just going to get all the resources that you would have from the first one front loaded to you. So you play one less round, but the game is not that much shorter. And I don't even know if it is shorter because you're getting so many more resources that the first round is going to take longer because before your first round didn't take too long, but now your first round does take a little bit of time. You're also going to get these signal tokens. I do like these because when you have these, you can discard these to do an additional scan, but you have to discard the top or a card in the market, just like you would normally have to do, and then you get the extra scan. So these are really nice because they do add a lot more scanning to the game. Whereas before, the scanning was kind of dull because it was very hard to win a zone. And like I played a game the one time where we only finished off like 3 zones. That's not that great because you need the third zone to unlock the aliens. So if no one's doing scanning, the aliens take a while to unlock. So, and it does feel bad. This you can kind of control if you're going to win a zone. In the original, it was hard to actually win a zone sometimes because you didn't want to place tokens out because if you didn't have the right scan cards, people could steal it. So it's a little bit easier now with these tokens to actually win the scanning area that you're going for. But yeah, so basically, you're going to start out when you get one of these, you are going to pick, and now you're going to get these resources up here, which are all different. So this one's really good. Orbital dynamics. You're going to get 2 launches, 3 publicity, 2 money, 2 energy. And then you're going to get to tuck 2 cards. You're also going to get 4 cards to start with. So you'll get 4 random cards. These are the new cards that come with the game. There's actually quite a bit. And then you'll tuck as your income. And then for future rounds, this will be your income. You'll ignore this. But the best part is you're going to get this, plus you're going to get 2 of these. And you'll pick 3. So this, you might get to put a satellite out, but you're not going to get any of the bonuses. But you also increase your income. This, you're just going to get 4 points, one of these extra scan tokens. So these are huge. These will let you get scans out, so you can win areas easier. Same thing with the blue, black. They're basically all a bunch of different ones. And if you put these satellites out, now when you go to land, in the earlier rounds, you get a discount of 1 energy because you already have a satellite there. And I like these because this already puts a token out, so it just lets you discover the aliens faster. So it really does speed up things with these being out. And it's just you get so many resources now where if you pick this, you get 2 launches, 3 publicity, 2 and 2 on energy and um, credits. But you also get the tuck 2 cards, and then let's say you take these two, you're going to get 4 data cubes and 4 marks out. So this really just adds quite a bit to the game. I cannot say enough good stuff about these. But with that, we're going to kind of go through some of these now. Um, so this is orbital dynamics. So basically, you get +1 on your orbs or your orbiters, which is pretty nice. Your probes, and you can. This is a free action. Every space agency has a free action. This one's pretty good because you can gain 1 move with up to 2 of your probes for free. So this one really incentivizes you to spread out on the map. I do think this one's pretty powerful. Mission relay. I do like this one because you get to tuck 3 cards for income, but you also get to mark the mission point scoring, end game scoring for free. So you're going to actually mark every one of these scores because usually you can only mark 3. This you're going to mark all 4. And then with this one, when you play a card with the mission as an action, you gain a publicity. So this one's real mission focus. And your free action is you get to spend 2 publicity, gain 1 card and the resource corresponding in its corner. So that's really cool because you're going to be wanting to get cards to get missions. And these really just switch the game up. I do love this. This one right here, Cosmos Strategy Group. When you play a card as your main action, you can mark a space that matches its sector color and gain the reward. So once again, every time you play these, you're just going to get these resources. It's just so many resources. And as a free action, you can gain a card and clear all the marked rewards from the space above. So this one, you're going to be playing a lot of cards, getting resources, and then using your free action to clear these. I do like that. You start with 4 money too. That's pretty crazy. Sentinel Probe Network. Uh, when you launch this, I do like this one. This is the first one I played as. This one's very good. Whenever you launch a probe, you just get to mark a signal in the sector, so it lets you win areas faster. I won so many areas with this game on the sectors, and then once per round, you may gain a free action corner effect on a non-alien card you played as the main action this turn. This card's main effect needs to be fully resolved first. So this one's pretty cool because when you play a card, usually you don't get this bonus. Well, with this faction, you could do it once per turn to get that bonus up there. But also, what I really like about this faction, you're going to get these as income, which is an extra scan. So this is a very heavy scan focused faction. You don't get a lot of income, but man, I do like this one quite a bit. So this is Fenwick Research Center. Look, once again, 3 income. This one only costs you 5 instead of 6 to get a tech, so 1 less publicity. But then you can also spend 1 publicity to gain 1 card and gain the card's free action in the corner immediately. So super tech heavy. Turing systems. This one you just get an extra card, you get some income, but you can spend one of your one of your publicity when you basically when you research a computer tech, you gain a publicity. So you're going to gain the publicity, and then once per round, you can choose a spaceship or scanning tech that you don't have, and you can access it for the turn. So it's pretty cool because now you don't need to research them techs as much. You can research a lot of the computer techs and then just use these techs for free. But also, it's just so cool. You're going to get a data cube for your income, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is 4 rounds, so it's 4 data. So I don't know. It's that one. I do like that one. Deep Sky Survey. So analyzing costs 0, so you don't have to pay energy when you analyze your computer. But you get a ton of resource. You get 3 publicity, a data cube, 3 money, 3 energy, and once again income. You get the scanning token, so that's extra scan. And then this one, you get to exchange a card from your hand with one in the card row. That's pretty good. That's very flexible. This one here, Stratus Core. Uh, you get, look at that, 3 income, 3 publicity, 3 money, 2, and a random card. I do like this one too. Gain the free action corner of all 3 cards in the card market without discarding them. That's pretty crazy. So if there's like, data cubes up in the market, you can get 3 data cubes for free on that round. Super powerful. Helion Assembly. So this one, whenever you get a tech, you're going to get that bonus, which is cool. And look at this. You start with 7 publicity. And as a free action, place one of your probe techs or telescope techs beside your board and increase your income. Then clear all spaces above. You cannot use the tech's ability, but it still counts if you have it. So this is pretty cool because as you research these, you're going to be getting these techs, but then you're going to be discarding them to wipe it to be able to get more. So real tech heavy faction. I do like this one. Future Span Institute. This is going to give you this token here, and it's like the alien faction from the first game. You can pick a spot to mark this out, and the card how much money it costs is how far. So if you pay a very expensive card, a powerful card, it's going to go 45 spaces on the track. But when you get those victory points, you're going to get to play that card for free. I love this faction. This is a great faction. Um, and then as a free action, you can move it 3 spaces, and then you can gain 1 card. So if you know you're going to get it anyways, you might as well move it 3, unlock it to get the card. So that's crazy. And this one's pretty cool. Xenolab, 3 income again, which is just crazy. But you're going to get these tokens, and as a main action, you may pay the cost indicated on the tile to gain its effect, then flip it over. So you pay $1, and you get to launch a ship, which is a lot cheaper than what it would normally would cost. So 4, and you get to research a tech. But when you gain a life trace, flip the matching tile to its active side so it can be used again. So this is really cool because you're going to be wanting to flip these, then you're going to want to get these techs to flip them back over and to keep comboing these together. So really cool faction. And I don't know, I think they have 1 through 4 is what they want you to start with first. So I don't know if some of these are a little bit more complicated. I don't think they're too bad. But once again, it looks like there's mainly scanning for each color sector, and definitely some put out some probes so you can land earlier, especially in the beginning. That's huge to land on some of these planets with a discount of 1 energy. The alien traces are so cool to put out. But yeah, even with these cards, I mean, this is a lot of cards. I mean, look at all these cards. With some endgame scoring, I do like some of these effects on these cards. I wonder if these are a little bit more powerful. I doubt it, but some of these seem pretty cool. I do like this card here. You get 10 publicity, and then at the end of the game, for every extra remaining publicity, you're going to get a victory point. Such a cool card. So use all your publicity, get a tech, pop this down, get another tech, then at the end have a bunch for victory points. Such a cool expansion. Yeah, this expansion for me, I mean, it's a 10 flat out. If you have SETI, you got to buy this. I mean, you don't have to, but yeah, this really it makes the game just excellent. I love this game. This is so much fun. Getting the resources. That first round was a dud anyways, so yeah, for sure. It was $30. It comes with more solo stuff. This game is too much for solo. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a big. In fact, I don't even keep this is the solo. I don't even keep it in the base game. I keep it on a shelf because I'm never gonna play this game solo. This game's to me, it's not meant to be solo. It's kind of too much work. If I got to go through like a flow chart, I don't want to play it for solo. Yeah, so I don't know. Solo, I wouldn't even bother getting this for solo. But yeah, for me, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 expansion. Probably one of the best expansions I've ever played so far. So yeah, with that being said, definitely look into getting this if you already have SETI and you like it and you thought it kind of dragged. Definitely get this for and see if you like it because I think you will. And with that, we we are going to go to the spoilers, and I am going to go through each of the aliens in depth. So, with that, we will go into the spoiler territory. All right, so this right here is my favorite alien that got added to the game. There's 3 new ones, and this one here, you will. These are the alien cards. These aren't a big deal, but you're going to put these tokens. There's 7 different tokens. You're going to put them on planets, scanning areas, everywhere, landing on planets. And you put these out random, and as you get them, you take them. You are then able to place them on this board, and only one can go on each sector. Okay. And as this bottom sector gets filled up, that's when you can start accessing the top one. But what that does is let's say this is like this, then you can have access up here, and only one color can go in each spot. So let's say it goes like this. Now, there's cards that let you take the effect. So this card here will let you take the effect of the yellow and the green. So right now, yellow would get you $1 and green will get you a data cube. So this is so much fun. These are the glyphids. Should have said that. But yeah, it's so much fun. They're going to go all over the board. You're going to be collecting these. Now, the key of the game is, do you want to put them up here? Because when you put them up here, they're not in your active area. Well, at the end of the game, you're going to score victory points for how many different ones. So if you have all 7, you're going to get 20 victory points. I won off that my first game I played with it. So much fun. As you play them down here, you're going to get the victory points. There's going to be some random ones up here that you can take, and then a new one will be replaced. So it lets you get higher on the scoring. But yeah, this one is such a fun one. This one was kind of a pain to set up, though, because you have to put all these tokens out all over the board. But it is definitely a fun one. My favorite out of the expansion. So much fun. Play with this one as your first one if you're going to pick one, because it really adds a lot to the game. And with that, we will go to my second favorite one, the amoeba here. And this one's pretty cool because you're going to put these tokens out, and they're going to be random. But basically, you're going to put them on these spots like this. Now, you're going to do the same. You're going to get the cards, these cards here. Okay. But what's cool about this faction is when you take the rewards here, if you get a blue alien, you're going to take all the rewards in the blue spot. Now, right now, it would only be the one. Okay. But let's say this was here and I took all the red or the pink ones. I'm going to get a bunch of victory points. So I'd get 4 victory points. This goes here. I'd get 2 victory points, and I get a card. And this goes this way. So these go this way, the outside, and the inner side. So the outside go clockwise, the inner goes counterclockwise. So it's kind of a game to where you're trying to match up and get the matching as many as you want. You obviously want to try to get 3 in a zone. Like if that, you would obviously try to get the blue because you're getting 3 rewards. But it's so cool because these are going to be moving around the board. So it's kind of like, you're really trying to time, when you're going to get these actions. This one, it's not as good of bonuses as the last one I'm going to show you. But I do like this a lot because the timing element is super fun. Trying to time that out is very difficult, but it is so much fun to do. And we'll go with the last one here, Arcos. This one was kind of a pain when we first played it because we didn't know what the heck was going on. But you're basically going to get these cards dealt to you randomly. And once you get a pink or a blue or a yellow alien trace, instead of taking the bonus, you could unlock one of your cards. Each player is going to get one of these. So you're going to have three. And if you unlock it, like let's say I unlock this, I put the trace on here. Okay. I am going to be able to access this second area here because I've unlocked one. And what that means is you're going to be getting, these are minor rewards on here, and then you can be getting major rewards, which are on the cards, these cards. These are the minors and these are the majors. So this, if you put a token there, you'll get 2 minor rewards. But if then you unlock it, you can get the major rewards. So it's so much fun to work your way down to decide if you want the major rewards or the minor. I did a lot of major. So much fun. You get so many good rewards off these. I mean, the rewards are crazy. Scan in any sector. Look at this. A yellow alien trace, 2 energy. Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah, with that, definitely, this one's definitely a blast. You get so many resources. I mean, because you have 3 of these unlocked to get the major rewards. And I mean, with these, you're just getting so many minor rewards. But yeah, I love this expansion. Definitely check it out. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's 10 out of 10 for me.